Hello again everyone, and welcome back to my channel. So I am here to do a plan with me for the very first week of May using this adorable carnival or circus themed kit from Plan B Designs. This video is going to be a little bit different because instead of my usual pre-planning thing, I am actually showing you guys what a full week looks like when I am finished with it. It's also a little bit different because I decided to try the Some White Space Planning that Scroll Prints Co. has been using. I don't know that I would do this every week. It was just kind of a fun experiment for me this week, so I decided to try it using some header overlays from Nicole Alexia Designs and some old foiled headers from Ben's Design Company, just to kind of fill everything in. I do like the way the final product turned out. It's just a little much for my usual way of doing things, so I don't know that I would do this very often. Fun though, you do get to kind of see me filling things in as we go, and I think I ended up switching pens like 3 or 4 times, which is kind of funny. So obviously I'm just doing my basic layout like I do every single week. You guys know I don't really have like a method to the madness. Oh, I totally did not know that lined up so perfectly. That was fun. Yeah, there's not really a method to the madness. It's just kind of however it falls with the full boxes. I just kind of do things my own way, make it look how I think it looks best, and go from there. So yeah, I will finish this out and I will be back in just a moment to kind of talk you through each day and what happens on each individual day. Alright, and we are back to start going through the week. So you guys will just see, I'm going to be cutting some of these headers in half, and some of them I'll be putting down whole, just kind of depending on where they're going and what they're going next to. I did end up using all but half of one of those headers by the end of the spread. So it was kind of an interesting experiment. Again, I'm not quite sure that this is something I would do every week, but every once in a while I think it looks cute, so I decided to go for it. So first thing I'm marking in is just that I woke up with a really bad migraine on Monday. I actually had a migraine every single day this week, and I know that's really bad. I'm going to be going to the doctor. Hopefully the day this video goes up, I've got to get an appointment in the morning. But that's just been kind of a recurring thing, and it's all stress related because this has been a very stressful week. This is show week, and so it's just kind of a lot going on. So the first thing I'm going to mark in there is I had a parent-teacher conference. It was actually an IEP meeting, but I don't have stickers that say IEP meeting that would go, so I just used a parent-teacher conference sticker instead. And then I had to make a grocery run. I decided that I did need a full header overlay box to fill in that space for the grocery run. And this was just a Walmart pickup order. I tend to place those orders over the weekend and then pick them up either Sunday or Monday. And on this particular week, I was kind of running behind doing it, so I had to go to Walmart and pick up my groceries, which, you know, of course, is always fun. Thankfully, pickup is way easier than having to actually, go into the store and buy everything. So the next thing going down is just that I had to go to rehearsal for our district musical. This was show week, like I think I already said, and rehearsals were a little nuts, lots going on. There was a lot of set painting happening and tech stuff that still needed to be done. And as producer, it was my job to do that. So that was kind of what was going on there. And then just to fill in the rest of the space, I just made a list of all of the things that I did for the district musical on Monday, including making scarves for the Candy Kids, finding pants for Candyman and Mike TV, and painting sets. Alright, moving on to Tuesday now. I apologize for the weird camera stuff, but obviously filming this is a little bit different than how I normally film, and so I've got to adjust the camera every single time I sit down to film. So I'm just starting off with those headers just to kind of get them back there, ready to go. And then first thing going down is just a sticker about how much grading I was doing on Tuesday. There was a ton of grading to be done. When is there not, right? Life of a teacher. So I just spent a good chunk of Tuesday grading and trying to get everything ready. We have interims going out the week that this video is going up, which is the week after it's all happening, so I have to get everything graded and put in the grade book so that parents aren't annoyed at me for not having everything ready. And then I just wanted to mark that I had another migraine. This one I'm using a sticker from Fox and Cactus that just says Monster Migraine. I think these stickers come with multicolors of hair. I have the brown haired ones because I was actually given these by a friend who is no longer doing traditional sticker planning. She switched to digital, and so she was giving away a bunch of her stickers, and she gave me those because she knows that I also suffer from migraines. Next thing I wanted to mark was that I had to run to the apartment office because there were some maintenance issues that needed to be handled. And I wanted to speak to someone directly. I found that with this apartment, they're better about getting things handled when it's like you go in person. So I wanted to do that. And then it was time for me to go to rehearsal, of course. So I had to go do a bunch of store running again. So there were 2 trips to Walmart, 2 different Walmarts, and a trip to Party City. And then again, just putting in a sticker showing what I did for the day, which was working on costuming, which was why there were so many store trips, and then painting sets. And I was actually at rehearsal until like almost 11 o'clock on Tuesday night. Like, it was kind of nuts. The kids went home before 9, but some of the adults and I were there until after 11. And then I just marked that I got a chocolate milkshake from Sonic for my dinner because, yeah. So going ahead and moving on to Wednesday, because I did just film both of these on the same day. I think I filmed both of these actually when I got home Wednesday night, which was fairly late because Wednesday was final dress and tech rehearsal, and we had a lot of things that we had to do as the adults in the group. So that yellow sticker is going to say rent due here in a moment. I'm going to be using a foiled sticker from somewhere. I'm not sure where, didn't catch it. But rent was due that day, so I had to obviously pay that. And then I did end up sleeping in on Wednesday. Wednesday, our school got closed down for a teacher rally at the State House. I intended to go, but just because of how much time I'd been spending in rehearsal, I was just too exhausted. I needed to sleep, especially since I'd been having migraines for multiple days in a row. So I ended up staying home and sleeping in instead of going to the rally, even though I could have gone to the rally easily. And then I just wanted to also mark that my Simply Gilded box had been in the mailbox for like 2 days, but I finally went and pulled it out and filmed it and everything. So that was kind of fun. But yeah, so lots of stuff going on Wednesday. Even though we were technically off work, I did still end up working because after noon I did end up going to rehearsal again. Obviously we had rehearsal. We started rehearsal about 4. I was there a little early and I was running errands again, running to Goodwill, going back to Party City, and then of course I had to be there to finish up some tech stuff that night. I was not like the main tech person, but I was helping them with a lot of things that needed to get done. So I was at rehearsal like constantly, and I was looking for some specific like tragedy and comedy mask stickers that I have, and for some reason I could not find those when I was editing, or sorry, when I was planning. I did end up finding them later, but that you won't see any of them in this plan with me, unfortunately. All right, and on to Thursday. So Thursday, I ended up actually taking a sick day from work because of the migraines. I have just literally, like, it was so bad Wednesday night at rehearsal. I was kind of sitting in the hallway where the green room was, like, trying not to be sick all over the hall. And so I just decided, you know what, this is too much. I need to just stay home and sleep and not attempt to go to work today. So I did end up getting a sub, and I called for a sub fairly early on Wednesday, so I was able to get it fairly easily. So there was somebody in my room. I did have to get up and go run sub plans to my classroom because it was not like a pre-planned, like I knew I was going to be out kind of thing. So I had to get up and do that, and then I just wanted to mark that this was my 13th straight day of having a migraine on Thursday. Like, it was just absolutely insane how long these migraines lasted. So I am feeling better now, by the way, but again, I am going to be going to the doctor hopefully the week this video goes up, just because it's been so bad. And it was never like one continuous migraine. It was like I would have a migraine for, 5 or 6 hours. That one would go away. I'd wake up the next day and have a new one, or get a new one like later in the day or whatever. So it was fun. I did end up having to make another Target run on Thursday. um, I made a lot of trips to Target for the show, and Walmart and Party City and like any store you can think of that would have stuff. I probably ended up going there to get supplies at some point. But we needed something at the very last minute. It was like tape or something, minor. So of course I had to go get that. And then I just wanted to mark that it was opening night, so I used a fox and cactus sticker as well as some stars from the kit, just because finally we opened the show. It went really well, and most of the stress was gone. There was still like stuff that I had to do Friday and Saturday as well for the show, but the bulk of the stress kind of calmed down after Thursday's show. So that was really nice. And it was another one of those, like, I was kind of sitting in the hall trying not to be sick nights, but I made it through, and I made it to work on Friday morning, so that was good. It was really, really late by the time I left the theater Thursday. So the first thing I'm marking on Friday is that I was really, really tired, like ridiculously so. And that's just kind of, the nature of being a theater teacher is you have show weeks where you just are at the theater constantly and you're just going to be exhausted. So it did take me a little while to like make it look the way I wanted. With the rounded corner boxes, trying to do this some white space planning, it's a little funky. You have to kind of play with things and use washi to make it work. But it does work. Like I said, I like the way it looks. I don't know that I would do this a lot, but I do like the way it looks. So then I tried to use that deco strip, and I decided I didn't like it. So instead, I ended up marking that I got Zaxby's for dinner on Friday on the way to the theater, which I haven't gotten there yet, but I will in just a second. But so part of the reason I got home so late on Thursday night is because I tried to go to Zaxby's, and it turned into a whole drama that I'm not even going to get into because it was kind of ridiculous. But so I ended up going to Zaxby's on Friday on the way to the theater. because I was really hungry, and they had a sandwich that just sounded really, really good. So I went and got that. It's like, it took me a while to find like the right sticker. I couldn't find what I was looking for, and so I finally just settled for a sticker from Plan B that has one of their little characters eating pizza. So next thing is, of course, putting in that it was show night again, and using some washi. I was running low on washi, so I had to go for some of the really big strips, which is fine. It ended up looking cute. And I just used a flag and some deco from the kit to mark that, since I couldn't find my tragedy and comedy masks. And then I had to put a note in about how much I love seeing my kids when it comes to show week. Some of my former students came to see the show, and it was really exciting getting to just hang out and spend time with them. I ended up staying pretty late talking with one of them while we waited on her ride to get there to pick her up. She wasn't even in the show, but I ended up staying really late talking to her and just kind of hanging out, because I do miss her. She was one of my kids last year, and I really love seeing her. Alright, coming down to the home stretch, Saturday and Sunday are all that's left. So, of course, Saturday was double show day. If you've never heard the double show fun song, it's a joke from Advent Calendar of Room 9. It's really funny. I love it. But so Saturday, we had double show, so we had a matinee and then an evening performance. So there wasn't a whole lot that I got to do on Saturday, to be completely honest. So I basically filled the entire box up there about the double show, and then some just decorative washi from the kit that I thought was cute and would look nice there. And then I just wanted to mark a couple of little things. Of course, I marked that I had yet another migraine. Like, oh my gosh, it was ridiculous how many of those I had this week. So hopefully I'll get on some preventative medication soon so that we don't have a repeat of that. Although I will say on Saturday it was weather related, so that, is a little more understandable than some of the others. And then I just marked in the fact that I had Denny's for dinner. I ordered it through Uber Eats because it was cast party with pizza, and I am lactose intolerant. And I had to use some dim sum stickers from one of the Wonton in a Million sticker books because it looked the closest to pancakes of any sticker I had. Except now I realize I had the pancake emojis. And then I just want to mark that we were done. So yeah, as I said, I want to mark we were done. Sorry, I forgot that my camera died and I had to replace the batteries. So I was marking that we were done because I did film the last clip and this clip all together today. And then it was time to move on to Sunday, which most of today I haven't really done yet, but I went ahead and put it on because I know what I'm doing. So I did sleep in today because it was wonderful, and I slept in until like 12:30, and I have no shame about that because I was up super, super late getting everything done after the show. And I do still have some stuff for the show I have to go back to the theater and do, but in terms of what like had to be accomplished, it's done. So that's very exciting. And then once I woke up, I just spent some time this morning working on some writing that I wanted to do because I haven't really had a ton of time to write this week. And then in the bottom box, I'm going to put in filming this video, or filming the last clip of this video at least. I haven't really been using my filming stickers at all. And then marked that I'm going to do my grocery shopping, and I'm going to go get pizza from Blaze for dinner because it's a double flame day. And then I did eventually go back and put in a Cinco de Mayo sticker from the Coffee Monsters Co. from her monthly, or not her monthly, but from her like annual like holiday sticker thing. and put in my Hello May sticker from Rose Colored Days that I forgot, but I think I did both of those off camera. But yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed seeing this plan with me and getting kind of a hint at the process. I am going to be doing this style of plan with me next week as well. Just kind of give it, you know, another little bit, see if I like it, see if I want to continue doing this or if I want to go back to pre-planning the way I used to. This requires a bit more editing, but I feel like you guys get a better idea of my planning style this way. And yeah, so I think I'm going to try this for a few weeks, see how I like it, and then decide what I'm going to do. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you in my next video, which will be next Monday. So I'll talk to you guys later. Bye!